heaven, and he's jumping up and down. That dude is going crazy right now. He lived for Friday nights. You know that. He lived for Friday nights.
Man, my favorite memories was just the intensity he brought to, for me, football. And the support he gave to other teammates, the leadership. He knew we were at a time where we had freshmen and sophomores only on our team, and we were playing varsity teams. That's how we started our program, to try to get our program on the map. And he just bought in. He bought into everything we said, everything we kind of preached, and very, very great leader for a coach to have. You know, I've had few in my 22 years, and he's up there at the top of them. So
I've been here for 7 years, so I was here when Jose first came here. Actually, his sister came here first, and I remember talking to her saying she had a brother who played football, but he was coming later. So I remember us being really excited because we were just starting a football program. So we were needing players and wanting players, and she said he was away playing at a bigger school. So we got, pretty excited about that. So when he arrived, and we talked to him, and he said he was a running back, and he said he was a linebacker, we really got excited because those were the positions we needed. But we didn't realize what kind of person we were getting. We didn't understand what he was going to bring to the table.
Jose was kind of a leader for us, and when you think back at London football, you always think back of Jose because it's when it started. That was our first class. Jose was our mic backer in our defense, and if you know anything about football, that's kind of like the general leader on the defensive side of the ball. Played with a lot of heart, emotion, just one of those guys that always showed up every day, looking forward to, Friday nights. And on Friday nights, he really let his heart be shown on the field, and all the coaches appreciated that for all those years he gave us.
First down, London.
He was just a really good guy. He left everything he had on his field, man. He just put his whole heart out there. He was just a great guy off the field also. He was just super caring. He definitely made high school memorable.
He was a part of the 5 seniors that actually played football. He was a hell of a football player and a hell of a friend. And on football nights, he would just go ballistic. And that always pumped me up, made me want to do better.
I mean, it's kind of, still gives me a little bit of chills just thinking about it. He always had your back on the field, and he always played with 110%.
It's been different, especially because my first experience with London football was the class of Jose Briones, and it was awesome to see them start this program. And my brother was a year below Jose, and they played on the same team for a couple years. And for a long time, while the program was building, it was just a couple of us that would go to all the games, and him, Jose, and all those guys were the first experience that I had with football and got me into the game. So I think it's really fitting that we dedicate the season to him because he meant a lot to the program.
I just remember going in 8th grade whenever he was a senior, and he would just always be in the locker room just jumping around, getting everyone excited for practice. Even when it was like 100 degrees out, he was always jumping around, trying to get people motivated to get better.
Sitting there alone, he would go talk to them and bring him over to his group of friends to introduce them. We met at a track meet. I ended up hurting myself, so he was making fun of me. And then he invited me to go sit with him and his friends, and then from there our friendship grew. It sounded like something he would do, but I just didn't think it would have actually happened. From what I heard, he was at the lake with his family, and his cousin was drowning, and he went in to save him. That wasn't out of character for him to go do that.
I felt like Jose could always bounce back from everything. Like, it just didn't. It seemed like something Jose would do, but it just didn't seem like he was gone. He was a real funny person. He was real funny. He can make anybody laugh anytime, anywhere. Yeah, he was always outgoing.
And then I used to tell my coach, I remember Coach Moreno telling him, I have a brother, he plays football, he plays in Rio, and they were gonna start high school, I remember freshman. and they're like, oh, you should tell your brother to come over here. And then I would tell my brother, the coaches want you over here. So, because I wanted my brother over here, because he used to be in Rio, in the Valley, and I was in Corpus, in London. And that's when my brother decided to come over here, and that's when he started football. And I used to be the water girl, so I would go like all the football games.
Whenever he got out of school, I mean, he wanted to go back to college and everything. I think he wanted to go for coach. Yeah. But then he started having problems with his back, so he couldn't, like, he waited on that. When my mom passed away, he was always like there. I mean, there were moments that you would see him like sad, or he would go outside or everything, but he wouldn't let that get in that way. Like, it was like I was like, I'm the oldest, so I have to go with all my brothers, but he would stick to me, and he was like, we got this, we have to go, like, we have to get through this, it's gonna be okay. So he would be working and like helping me with my little brother, and being in all my brothers' school stuff, sports, and never letting my brother give up.
He was always a motivational speaker to me. He was always that type of person to wake up every morning, let's do this, let's do that, let's go work out. That's something from him that I will always remember. Truly miss him, that I would do anything to see him one more time. That it would have been great, him being around more, but that I love him a lot.
You know, Jose, thank you for everything you gave to this program. It didn't go unnoticed. And, you know, I know we didn't tell you all the time, but man, you know, we love you and we appreciate everything, you know, you did for us. So I know you're looking down, so, you know, just keep a watch out on me and my boys down here in London.